I am Amber Freeman, here for the interview.
Yep, right here. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I will be graduating from Boston University this May. There I was on the yearbook committee. I was the photographer for the whole yearbook. And I also interned at Boston Albums my junior year.
Cool. How did you become interested in photography and making a career out of it?
My dad was a photographer, and I guess I just decided to follow in his footsteps ever since I was little and take pictures.
Okay, what interests you about this career?
Well, I can express myself in photos rather than in person or speaking, which I like.
How did you find out about this job?
My professor at BU told me about it and thought I might be interested.
What qualifies you for this job?
I know how to think outside the box, and I'm very creative. I'm organized, enthusiastic, and relate well to clients.
What are your weaknesses?
Well, I have trouble with procrastination, but I have learned to write down a list of things that I need to accomplish in the week and keep a calendar and a track of those deadlines. I have found that this not only helps me to finish things on time, but it also helps me to be more organized.
Cool. What are your strengths?
I'm a very dependable person. I'll do whatever I have to do to get the job done.
How much experience do you have in this field?
I was a part of the BU yearbook staff, and I interned at Boston Albums, where I was taking pictures of weddings and printing them and putting up the lights, doing all the...
What motivates you?
I'm motivated by knowing that I have a deadline and knowing that everyone will be viewing my work, including the client.
Why should you be hired out of other applicants?
I'm unique with a spontaneous personality, which shows through my work. In the past, I was known to do great things with my pictures, and I'm known to have a good eye.
Alright, do you have any questions for me?
Actually, yes, I do. What are the day-to-day responsibilities of this job?
It consists of events, setting up, taking pictures, and coming back to our offices and working on the photos.
Okay, how much traveling is involved?
Well, it sort of depends. Sometimes we have clients as far as California, but it could simply be here in Boston or anywhere.
Thank you so much for this interview. So, what was your best interviewing experience?
Probably the interview that was given when I got this job. And it was probably the best interview I had because it was very relaxed.
Yes.
They asked questions that were non-threatening and job-related, work-related, that made sense and made the interview a smooth process.
I see. Okay.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay.
What was your worst experience?
The same year that I got this job, I also interviewed for a position at Fellman High School. And it was a very cold, very unfriendly interview. The interview I had here, there was 5 or 6 people involved in it. In the interview up there were only 2 people involved. It was very rigid and just a very uncomfortable setting.
They know you better here.
Yeah, I think that was part of it. They knew me, and it was a very informal, but efficient process here.
Yes.
How's that?
Good.
Did I answer your question?
What are your tips?
Tips: be yourself. Number 1. Stay relaxed. Stay focused on the questions, and keep everything in perspective. It can be a fun process unless you put too much pressure on yourself. So I find that's usually when I do the best, when you just relax and go with the flow. But be prepared.
Okay.
Be prepared. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.